Good morning, children. Let us see theorem 10.2 that states the lengths of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Let us reiterate the length of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. What is length of tangent, children? See, length of tangent means a line segment that joins point of contact to the external point, that is known as the length of tangent. Say here you see A is an external point. See here, this is the circle, clear, with center O, and A is an external point. Then the length of tangent will be what? Then the length of tangent will be what? This is, let it be P, clear. Let it be what? Let it be P, and let it be Q. These 2 points of contacts are there. This is Q. Okay, children. So what is this? P, that is PARAP. PARAP are two tangents drawn from an external point A. Okay, children. What is length of tangent? PA. PA is the length of tangent. P is the point of contact here. Here Q is the point of contact. Okay. Now here we have to prove that the length of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. We have to prove that PA equal to AP equal to AQ. Okay. Let us see what is given. Given AP and AQ are two tangents two tangents drawn from an external point A to the circle, external point A to the external point A to a circle with the center O. Okay, children, see pictorially you can this tally it. Means AP and AQ. A is an external point, clear, and this is the circle with center O. AP and AQ are two tangents drawn from an external point A to a circle with the center O. Okay, children, now we have to prove. What we have to prove? We have to prove that AP equal to length, this length of tangent is equal to this length of tangent, that is AP equal to AQ. We have to prove. For proving this, we have to construct something extra, that is construction. What construction is required, children? Joined see joined O. Here this is O is the point. See, draw the center, that is this is O. Joined OP OQ and OA. Children, let us see. Joined OP OQ and OA. Okay, children. See, now what is start proof? Children, we know that tangent at any point, that is theorem 10.1, that we know that tangent at any point of a circle, is perpendicular to the radius through the through the point of contact, children. Okay. Okay, children. See, we know that tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. What? See, this is the statement. What does it mean? It means that, see here, angle P equal to 90 degree and angle Q equal to 90 degree. So this is the meaning of this theorem that we have proved in theorem 10.1. Okay, children. Now this implies that, what does it mean? This implies that OP is perpendicular. This implies that OP is perpendicular to AP, clear, and OQ is perpendicular to AQ. Clear, children? This implies that angle P equal to angle Q equal to 90 degree. That is angle P equal to angle Q equal to 90 degree. Clear, children? Now in triangle OPA, and triangle OQA what do we have, children? See, OP equal to, see, angle P, let us see, angle P equal to angle Q. Angle P equal to angle Q, that is 90 degree each. Clear? Is there any doubt? Angle P equal to angle Q 90 degree each. What? OA equal to OA, that is OA equal to OA, that is common. Clear, children? And what else is there? OP equal to OQ. OP equal to OQ. Why? Radii of the same circle. Radii of the same circle. Clear, children? Once again, let us see. In triangle OPA and triangle OQA, we have taken into consideration angle P equal to angle Q. Clear? That is, we have shown that 90 degree each. OA equal to OA, that is common. Clear? And OP equal to OQ. This implies that, see, let us see the congruence. What is this? See here, this is right angle, hypotenuse and one side. Okay, this is right angle, its opposite side is hypotenuse, and this is radius. So RHS. This implies that triangle OPA is congruent to triangle, that is congruent triangle OQA, that this is by RHS rule. Okay, children? Now this implies that look at here. See, we have to prove that AP equal to AQ. Here, see, last and second, that is AP equal to AQ. What is this? By CPCT. Do you understand CPCT? Remember, CPCT is corresponding part of congruent triangles. That is from class 9th. Okay, and that is what we have to prove. This is very much important, children. And see, and it gives several results, clear, for further reference, right? So we have proved a very nice theorem, that is the length of the tangent drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Clear, children? Note it down. Now let us move to the, see, this theorem, proof of this theorem is in your syllabus, but the theorem that I am going to state after this, its proof is not in your syllabus. Only statement I will tell you. Clear, children? But see, this, it is very much important statement. Theorem 10.2, we have seen that what this theorem can be proved using Pythagoras property also. Pythagoras theorem also it can be proved. Clear? Now let us see another theorem. that is not given in your book directly, but indirectly it is given many times. That is theorem. Next theorem. Let us see what is the theorem, children. That is, if two tangents are drawn from an external point, if two tangents if two tangents are drawn if two tangents are drawn from an external point, then this, see, if two tangents are drawn from an external point, let us draw the tangents. See children, what is the situation? If two tangents are drawn from an external point, then what happens? Let us see. This is the tangent. See, external point is A, same figure I am drawing. See, now this is the point of contact. Here also this is the point of contact. Clear? This is P, this is P, this is P, this is Q, and this is A. And see, these are the lines. This is what? This is a circle with center O, and this one this, and this is this one, and this same figure we have drawn once again, children. Then what happens? Then point number one. Then they subtend equal angles at the center. Then they subtend equal angles at the center. What does it mean, children? If two tangents are drawn from an external point, here A is the external point, two tangents AP and AQ are drawn, clear? Then what happens? They subtend equal angles at the center. Means, see, both the tangents subtend equal angles at the center, means this angle is equal to this angle, children. Okay, I want to say that they subtend equal angles at the center. What does it mean? It means that angle AOP, that is angle AOP. Angle AOP means this angle is equal to this angle, right? Angle AOP equal to angle AOQ. Angle AOQ. Is there any doubt? This is very much important result, children. So if two tangents are drawn from an external point, then they subtend equal angles at the center. Okay, means angle AOP, this angle A, look at here, angle AOP equal to angle AOQ. Clear? Right. What is the second point? Means they are equally inclined. They are equally inclined. Inclined means their angles. Inclination, that is jhukao. They are equally inclined. They are equally inclined to the line segment. To the line segment joining the center to that point. Joining the center to that point. Okay, children. Second point is, this is again very much important. If two tangents are drawn from an external point, then they subtend equal angles at the center. What does it mean? Means angle AOP equal to angle AOQ. Second thing is, they are equally inclined to the line segment. They are equally inclined means what? They are equally inclined means tangents. They are equally inclined to the line segment joining the center to that point means this angle. Children, look at here. This angle equal to this angle I am talking about this time. Okay. So when two tangents are drawn from an external point, then they subtend equal angles at the center. That is, this angle equal to this angle, and they are equally inclined to the line segment. Which line segment? OA. Clear? Inclined means their angle is equal. They are equally inclined means their angle with the line segment OA, that is joining the center to that point, means this angle is equal to angle PAO equal to angle QAO. This angle is equal to this angle and this angle equal to this angle. Is there any doubt? That is what? That is angle OAP. Angle OAP. This angle OAP equal to angle OAQ. This is very much important result, children. So remember it. Write down, though its proof is not in your syllabus. Clear? But statement is also not directly given. But I am telling you that is they are equally inclined to the line segment joining the center to that point. Is there any doubt? Now one remark is there. This is very much important. Again, remark is again very much important. As angle OAP is equal to angle OAQ. Look at here. Angle OAP is equal to angle OAQ. Means this angle is equal to this angle and this angle equal to this angle. What does it mean? It means that OA is the bisector of angle A as well as angle, this one, angle at the center. This is bisecting this angle, this entire whole angle, and this is bisecting this angle also. Okay, means OA is working as the angle bisector of both the angles, angle A and angle O, both. Am I right? So as angle OAP equal to angle OAQ, thus AO is the angle bisector, of angle PAQ. Where is PAQ? PAQ means this one. PAQ means PAQ, total angle PAQ. Here this is as, write down, as angle OAP. Where is this angle OAP equal to OAQ, means this angle equal to this angle. Thus AO is the angle bisector of angle PAQ. Clear? See, this implies that. What does it mean? That is the center O, that is the center O. Write down, children. Center O lies, that is the center O lies on the bisector of the angle between the tangents. Okay, children, between the tangents. Did you understand? This is very much important result. Here once again let us summarize the things. As OAP equal to this is, thus AO is the angle bisector of angle PAQ. That is, what does it mean? It means that center of the circle lies on the angle bisector between the tangents. Okay, the center O lies on the bisector of the angle between the tangents. Okay, bisector of the angle is OA is the bisector of the angles, and center O is lying on that angle, that line only, that is bisector. This is important result, children, and that you have to keep in your mind. Means clear? Means see, after that in exercise that there may be there will be several exams, several questions clear, that will be based on that. Okay, children, now let us move to exercise. So children, you have seen that what if two tangents are drawn from an external point, then they subtend equal angles at the center, clear, and they are equally inclined to the line segment joining the center to that point. Okay, and this OA is called the angle bisector, clear, of the angle made by the two tangents. Okay children, and center O lies on the angle bisector of angle PAQ, that is between two tangents. Clear? Now let us move to the exercise, that is exercise 10.2. Exercise 10.2. Let us see question number 1. What is this? Question number 1 states that, see, from a point Q, the length of tangent to a circle, children. See, from a point Q, the length of tangent to a circle is 24 centimeter and the distance of Q from the center is 25 centimeter. The radius of the circle is, that we have to find it. Let us go through the question. From a point Q, let us draw a circle first. See the question number 1. Let us see. Question states that draw a circle first. Right? From a point Q, say this is from a point Q, the length of the tangent to a circle, let it be center. Clear? From a point Q, Q is there, that is external point, right? From a point Q, the length of tangent to a circle is 24 centimeter. That is 24 centimeter. Okay. Length of the tangent actually. Length of the Q is there. This is the center of the circle. From a point Q, the length of the tangent to a circle, that is 24. That is 24 centimeter. And the distance of Q from the center. Distance from the Q. Distance of Q from the center. Center is O. That is this one. Center is O. Actually draw it like this for proper shape. This is this one. Q is a point, right? Clear? This is 24 centimeter and the distance of Q from the center. Center is O and this distance is what? This distance is how much? Is 25 centimeter. Clear? Then radius of the circle we have to find. Radius of the circle will be this one. Am I right? And you know that this angle is 90 degree. This is radius of the circle. Okay, means this you have to find. This is question mark. Okay children. Okay, look at here. So this is the figure according to the question. Once again, from a point Q, see what is given here. We are given a circle with the center O, and according to the question, your length of the tangent to a circle is 24 centimeter. Length of tangent, that is let it be OA, right? Let it be OA or OP, you can write down, that is P. It is given to be 24 centimeter and the distance of Q from the center, that is given to be 25 centimeter. We have to find out. Okay, what is given? Given a circle with the center O. Clear? Q is a point. See a length of tangent, that is length of tangent PQ equal to 24 centimeter and OQ equal to OQ is given to be 25 centimeter. 25 centimeter. Then what we have to find out? Let us see children. We have to find out what? We have to find out the length of radius. Let us move to the next part of the board. That is children. This is, what is the next part? Here children, this is what? See, this is the figure. here now we know that, write down what we have to find out. To find out, we have to find out length of radius. Length of radius equal to OP. OP we have to find out. Because here, see the figure. OP we have to find out, children. Right? Now let us see. We know that tangent, that the tangent at any point, the tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius, through the point of contact, we know that the length of we know that the tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. What does it mean? This implies that what? This implies that OP, angle OPQ equal to 90 degree. Okay, angle OPQ 90 degree, because see, according to this theorem, right, that is why, because since OP is perpendicular to PQ, that is theorem 10.1, right? Now in triangle OPQ, angle P equal to 90 degree. This implies that what? That is OQ square equal to OP square plus OQ square plus PQ square. That is Pythagoras theorem. Okay, student. OQ square equal to, that is what? Hypotenuse square plus perpendicular square plus base square. Now OQ is given to be what? What is OQ is given? OQ is given to be 25 and its square equal to OP square. Clear? And plus PQ is given to be 24. That is 24 square. This implies that OP square equal to 25 square, that is 625, minus 24 square, that is 576. Okay, children. This implies that what? 15 minus 6 equal to 9. Clear? That is this is subtracted. 15 minus 6 equal to 9, and this is what? 11 minus 7 equal to 4, and this is 5 minus 5 equal to 0. That is OP square equal to 49. This implies that OP equal to under root 49. Clear? This implies that OP equal to 7 centimeter. Here see, you can ask the question that OP equal to plus minus 7. Since this is the length of radius, so it cannot be negative. That's why we have not written minus 7. Okay, so only positive value is what is in this accepted over here. So OP equal to 7 centimeter. What is OP? That is equal to radius of the circle. That is radius of the circle. Okay, children. So this is how we can solve the questions. Though in book this is MCQ type, but it may be asked of 1 mark or 2 mark in your examination. So we have to be very careful while this children translating your text into the figure. It is very much important. Clear? How you convert your text, your question, clear, that is your sentences into the mathematical figure. Clear? That is very much important. Say this you can do only when, clear, you have gone through the book, you have gone through that this theorems and terms and conditions of the this topic. Okay, children. Now let us see question number 2. What is question number 2, children? Let us see. Question number 2 states that in figure 10.11, figure is already given here. Figure is already given. figure is already given. Circle is there, it is given. This is the center O. Clear. A point outside the circle, that is point T, is given. Clear, in the question itself. And P is the point of contact here, and Q is the point of contact. P is the point of contact and Q is the point of contact. And here what is there? That is, see, as you know that the length of tangent from an external point to a circle are equal. Clear. Here this angle is given to be 110 degree. Clear. This figure is given in the question. See, in figure 10.1, if TP and TQ are the two tangents to a circle with center O, so that angle POQ equal to 110 degree. Clear? Then angle PTQ, where is that? Angle PTQ is equal to that, we have to find out. Okay, children, let us start. What is given? Since figure is given, so you don't have to write the much text over here. Clear? What is given here? That are two tangents given, PT and TQ. PT and TQ are two tangents children. Clear? And angle POQ, that is angle POQ equal to 110 degree, right? Then to find out, what we have to find out? We have to find out angle PTQ, means this angle we have to find out, right children? This angle we have to find out. This is not given, so don't get confused. To find out angle PTQ, we have to find. Let us start. We know that the tangent, same thing again and again I am writing the statement of the theorem 10.1. Clear? We know that the tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. See, once again, see, the tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. What does it mean? That is what? OP is perpendicular to PT. Clear? And OQ is perpendicular to what? QT, right? That is QT. Clear? Now let us move to the next part of the board. That is move. Children, let us see. Then now this implies that, see, they are perpendicular. It means angle P equal to 90 degree, angle Q equal to 90 degree. This implies that angle P equal to 90 degree, angle Q equal to 90 degree. Now in quadrilateral, this is a quadrilateral, children. Now PTQO is a quadrilateral. Am I right? See, PTQO or OQTP. Clear? It is a quadrilateral. Now in quadrilateral OQTP, that is angle O, that is angle POQ, plus angle P, that is angle Q, plus angle PTQ plus angle PTQ plus angle P equal to 360 degree. That is angle sum property of a quadrilateral. That is ASP of a quadrilateral. Note down. In quadrilateral OQTP, where is that? OQTP, clear? Angle POQ means this angle at the center, clear? And both the angle P and angle Q plus angle PTQ, this angle, and plus angle P equal to 360 degree. Why? This is the angle sum property of the quadrilateral. Sum of all the four angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. That is angle sum property. Now put the values. This implies that angle POQ, children, look at angle POQ is given to be 110 degree. That is 110 degree plus angle Q is 90 degree plus angle PTQ we have to find out. So write it as it is, angle PTQ plus angle P equal to, that is again 90 degree, and sum is 360 degree. This implies that 110 90 plus, that is 110 degree, plus 90 plus 90, that is 180 degree, plus angle PTQ equal to 360 degree. This implies that angle PTQ equal to 360 degree minus sum of this one, that will be what? 290 degree. Look at here, children. 180 plus 100, that is 280, and that is 290 degree. This implies that angle PTQ equal to 0 minus 0 equal to 0, and this 16 minus 9 equal to 7, and that is 70 degree. So angle PTQ equal to 70 degree, and see, 70 degree is an option, that is option B is correct. That is your answer. This implies that option B is correct. Option B is correct. Okay, children. In first question, which option was correct? That is 7 centimeter. Option A was correct here. In first question, that is option A. Option A is correct. Okay, children. And this is now question number 2 is over. Now what about question number 3? See, question number 3 is very much important. Note down, children. Question number 3, let us see. Children, keep noting. Question number 3 is here. Let us see question number 3. Question number 3 states that, what is it about? What is question number 3? Let us see the book. Question number 3 states that if tangents PA and PB from a point P, see, draw the figure first. It states that this is a circle, clear, with center O, let it be. If tangents PA and PB from a point P is outside the circle, PA and PB, if tangents P and PB from a point P to a circle with center O are inclined to each other at angle of 80 degree. This angle is given to be 80 degree. This angle is given to be 80 degree, clear. Then angle POA is equal to, then angle POA we have to find out. Then angle POA. Where is POA? POA. We have to find out angle POA. Where is angle POA? This is PO. This is POA means we have to draw this one. Which one? This one. Right? Angle POA means this angle we have to find out. This angle, children. Angle POA, this angle we have to find. Let us see, start. What is given? Okay, children. What is given here? Write down. What is given? PA and PB from a point P to a circle with center are inclined to. That is figure, it is given. Now here angle, what is given? Angle angle, that is angle APB is given, that is angle APB. Actually, let us introduce the things. That is what uh, PA and PB. PA and PB be two tangents, to a circle with center O, with the center O such that what? Such that angle APB equal to what? 80 degree. Clear, right? Now to find what we have to find, that angle POA, means this angle we have to find, angle POA we have to find out. Okay children, here in this question children, in this question your theorem 10.2 has to be used. Here what do we know? We know that tangents drawn from an external point to a circle, length of tangents drawn from an external point of a circle are equal. Theorem 10.2 clear. This right now we have proved that this length of the tangents, we know that length of the tangents drawn from an external point, that the length of tangents write down, we know that the length of the tangents drawn from an external point are equal. Okay, that is what? That is PA equal to PB. So what else we know? That and OP is the bisector of, clear? Also we know that OP, this line segment OP is the bisector of, that OP is the bisector of angle APB. Okay children? Okay, means OP is the bisector of angle APB and angle AOB both. Clear? In the last theorem that whose proved clear, we did not give angle APB. We know that OP is the bisector of angle APB. That is what? That is angle APO. We are finding this one. Angle APO equal to half of, since it is bisector means half, equal half, one half of what? Angle APB. Okay, OP is the bisector of angle APB and angle APB is given to be 80 degree. Okay, this means that angle APO equal to half of angle APB. This implies that angle APO equal to half of 80 degree, and that is equal to 40 degree. Right children? What does it mean? It means that this angle is 40 degree and this angle is again 40 degree. This is 40 and this is also 40. Total is 80 because this is OP is the bisector. Okay. Now let us move to the next part. That is this implies that children, now in right triangle, now in triangle what? Now in triangle POA, now triangle AOP, in triangle AOP, angle A equal to 90 degree, right? In triangle AOP, angle A equal to 90 degree. This implies that, see children, this implies that this is okay. Now actually this now Pythagoras property is not required. Angle A equal to 90 degree. Now this is 40 degree and this is angle A equal to 90 degree. Why angle A equal to 90 degree? Angle AOP. Angle A equal to here what? Angle A equal to 90 degree. Why angle A equal to 90 degree? Because OA is perpendicular to the AP, right? What is theorem 10.1? Tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. So both the theorems are being used here. That is, tangent at any point of a circle is, see, angle A equal to 90 degree. Why 90 degree? Because see, that is theorem 10.1. Tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Okay, let us see the same thing in triangle AOP. Angle A equal to 90 degree, since OA equal to it, OA is perpendicular to AP. Why? That is tangent at any point. Again and again I am writing the same thing only for you children so that you can learn it. Tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Clear children? Now what else is there? Again angle sum property we will use here in this question also. That is, see, angle A plus angle AOP plus angle AOP plus angle APO plus angle APO equal to 180 degree. That is ASP of a triangle. Okay children, write down. That is angle A. This one angle A is this angle. This angle A plus angle AOP. AOP, this one that is required to be found out, and angle APO. This is angle APO equal to 180 degree. 180 degree. This is angle sum property of this triangle. Okay. Now put the values. Angle A is given to be 90 degree plus angle AOP is required to find out, plus angle APO is half of 80 degree, that is 40 degree here. Clear? Equal to 180 degree. Now solve it out. That is angle AOP equal to 180 degree minus 90 plus 40, that is 130 degree. That is minus 130 degree. This implies that angle AOP equal to 50 degree. Okay children, write down. Note down children. Now your video is too long. Clear children? So this exercise 10.4, 10.2 we have seen 3 questions. Clear? And 2 important theorems also we have seen. Clear children? So here in question number 3 is very much important. Here both the theorems are used. What? This is the length of the tangent drawn from an external point, clear, are equal. This at the beginning we used, and here also theorem 10.1, that is tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Generally I tell you OC, we have to remember that OP is the angle bisector of both angle P and angle O. Clear? Here also this angle is equal to this angle and this angle is equal to this angle. Clear? So it line segment OP works as the angle bisector between the tangents and here between the radii also. Okay children? And see, center of the circle lies on the angle bisector OP. Okay children? Okay children, thank you and have a nice day.